Alright, Aquarius. I think your message is going to be really important because the three cards that I pulled for you are God, Lactation, and Fancy Feast. Now, when I go into the spiritual meaning behind all of those, your message is that you are currently feeding something that is not from God, and so you are allowing it to drain you, and in reality you need to cut it off. It doesn't deserve to eat at your table with you. Okay, so I am going to go into a Bible poll and see if there's a message that appears for you, and then I will get into the cards. You also could be experiencing pressure in your ear that makes you feel like there's an ear infection coming in. It's because there have been signs and signals coming your way that you're not paying attention to. So the pressure is building. Alright, so we have Psalm 114, and it says, "When Israel came out of Egypt, Jacob from a people of foreign tongue, Judah became God's sanctuary, Israel his dominion. The sea looked and fled, the Jordan turned back, the mountains leaped like rams, the hills like lambs. Why is it, the sea, that you fled? Why, Jordan, did you turn your back? Why, mountains, did you leap like rams? You hills like lambs. Tremble, earth, at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the God of Jacob, who turned the rock into a pool, the hard rock into spring water." It says, it says, "May the Lord cause you to flourish, both you and your children. May you be blessed by the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. The highest heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth has given to mankind. It is not the dead who praise the Lord, those who go down to the place of silence. It is we who exalt the Lord, now, both now and forevermore." So praise the Lord. So this is saying either you have children or you're a child of somebody who is currently doing work for the Lord and is being placed in Judah. Okay, so Judah has become the sanctuary. So, and you didn't get to go. But that's okay, because the Lord is saying that because you are connected to this person who is doing this work right now, you are receiving this protection. So you are being given these signs and these messages for you to pay attention to in order to keep you safe. But you have to open your ears, okay? And you have to calm your body, which is why you're feeling pressure in your ears, like a ear infection. It's why you're feeling sick. You're not calming yourself enough to pay attention to what is being given to you to keep you safe. Alright, Spirit, can you tell me what is being used by people that the Aquarius is providing? What is the Aquarius providing that people are using? Okay, so Aquarius, you could be oversharing information about yourself or about how to do things. And it could be with somebody who is either in competition with you or somebody who is looking for ways to keep you down, and that would be you oversharing so they know how to come at you. There's an enlightenment with the wisdom, so you could be trying to teach somebody something, and there's absolutely no point in doing it because it is draining you and this person is not taking what you're teaching and applying it. There is a sharing. You could be oversharing your life, your materials, your environment, your money, whatever it is. There's an oversharing on it, and it's draining you. And what it's doing is taking your power, your own personal power, from yourself, for you to invest in yourself and elevate you, bring you up. Okay, so you're going to need to be careful because you're dealing with the temptress energy. So there's something in your environment that is tempting you to act out of character, that is tempting you to engage in things that you normally wouldn't engage in. And you're having a hard time holding back. And what it is doing is it's conjuring up things within you that are going to be harmful in the long run, harmful to the person and harmful to you. What you're being asked to do is actually go within and bring out the brave. Okay, I'm going to read to you what the brave is. So the brave among us understand the need to occupy the edges of things, away from comfort and security. The brave, you must be willing to go to the edge of your knowing and make yourself comfortable in the uncomfortable. So even though you have all this going on, these people are still taking from you, they're draining you, you have to somehow find a space within that environment where you can find solitude or a moment to go within and create your own quietness so that you can concentrate on what your next move is, so that you can hear your team trying to communicate with you. It says, when we take that risk, we learn to trust our boldness and we get expansive views and original perspectives not possible from the center of the village, inside the confines of a familiar life. Meaning, when you take time to find that quietness, that peace, that solitude, and you go within yourself to look for the answers, reach out to your team to bring you those answers, they come to you somehow, whether you wake up to just knowing what to do next or you pay attention in their signs. Either way, the answer is going to come to you, and that allows you to expand up out of your situation, okay? And it will elevate you as well, not just your wisdom, but your lifestyle and who you are. It will elevate you. It brings you up out of the people you're around, the village, and puts you up on the next level, so you don't have to deal with these people anymore. You won't have to handle those types of problems anymore. But if you allow the conjurer and the temptress to come out, you're going to lose all of it. There will be no point in you trying to create a solitude or get in touch with the unseen for you to elevate yourself and have this extra compass to help you throughout life. You're going to be forever providing the fancy feast. We have the Lovers. It says connection, bond, choice, alignment, born from the heart. And it says when both sides of you agree, nothing can break your path. Choose what aligns, not comforts, for your relationships. So when it says both sides of you, that means your dark and your light. Both sides, both halves of you have to agree on what it is you're about to do in order for you to be in alignment and in order for you to be able to do this decision, this action without repercussions. Okay? And the best way to do that is to look at all your avenues, all your options, make sure that you yourself have exhausted everything you possibly could do to fix a situation or to bring a resolution. And at that point, you go on ahead and move forward with the next choice, the decision you've been avoiding, I would say. But only when you sit with yourself and really decide, like, okay, would my dark side choose this one? Would my light side choose this one too? If not, there's going to be a conflict in you when you make that decision. Here we have neglect, loss of passion. Neglect freezes the fire. You've neglected yourself for so long that probably a part of you doesn't really want to let go of this situation, because that's the only time you feel fire inside of you, is dealing with this conflict. You're gonna have to get rid of it. You're gonna have to learn to sit with yourself and how to light your own fire without conflict being involved. Denying responsibility. So Most High wants you to know that when you deny your own responsibility in a situation, your shadows grow when they're ignored. And shadows, when being ignored, means your shadows, you're doing dark stuff, like acting out, because the inner child in you, or the light side of you, is being ignored. So it's like the shadow comes forward as a protector, as a defense for the lighter side that hasn't quite been able to put their foot on the ground and keep it there, especially with boundaries, right? So shadows grow, your defense starts to grow, you start to act out, get out of character more and more and more, because there's something you ignored. We have the heart warrior, so inner courage, quiet power, compassion, healing through softness. Strength is not always force on people. It's the ability to stay soft even when the world has hardened you or tried to harden you. So even though you're putting up your boundaries and you don't like what people do, doesn't mean you have to get completely nasty with them. There's a cordial and civil way to always handle something. Even if you have those thoughts of aggression or whatever, that's fine. Think them out, journal them out. But when you go to approach a situation, you have to be calm and civil and respectful, because that's what the light side of you wants to do. That's how it wants to handle it, right? So your shadow side will not grow and will not come out, because the light side is still addressing the issue and still handling the issue, even though it's not with aggressiveness like the shadow side would, okay? That's how you keep that shadow side from coming out, is still making some type of action to satisfy the issue. Oh my God, stop. So, you are an alchemist, okay? You are somebody that has the ability to turn a bad situation into something that benefits them, into a positive. But that's going to take harmony. That takes your light and your dark side coming into alignment with each other, working with each other. So your dark side is obviously going to tell you, hey, this is a really fucked up situation, right? Your light side is going to come in and say, oh, well, yeah, I know it's fucked up, but I can totally see where the rainbow is going to come in at if we do this over here. And that, in a sense, creates healing, because they're working together. They're coming in and they're showing you the entire picture together. With it says your balance is your power. When you hold both sides of yourself with grace, so don't shun your shadow side, okay? Because it's there to show you, like, when fucked up motherfuckers are pulling shit, or it's there to check you and say, hey, you're being fucked up, to other people, right? And then it says, but hold it with grace, okay? You can't be too hard on yourself, because people mess up. You unlock the magic that can't be forced. So you'll be able to see things that other people can't see. You'll be able to learn how to balance a situation out that others can't balance out. You'll learn how to create a negative situation and turn it into something that ends up positive for people and yourself when you do things like that. And it keeps your karma in good standing, being able to work with both sides. And that doesn't mean you work with one side of yourself one time and then the next side. No, you have to incorporate both sides on everything. That's why it's so important to think before you act. I think I'm going to end with the ancestor deck on yours real quick, and then we'll be done. So you have ancestors that are in your location but are hiding from you because somebody is scared of them, or somebody is not being calm enough for them to make an appearance. But there is a dire need to call for your attention to the lack of peace that is within you and in your household. It is leading to a very dangerous path. Yeah, it says your home is on defense, and the appearance, not only your appearance, but the way your home is looking to outsiders is not good. There is a disconnect with yourself and the higher power or your spiritual team. And it's really important that you get back realigned, because either you or someone you're around is refusing to stop playing around with addiction. So there is some sort of addiction that is about to start spiraling out of control here in a minute. There could be a food addiction, sex addiction, it could be anything. You could also have an addiction to creating your own sense of justice to people that piss you off. Spirit wants to let you know that if you continue down that route, it's going to reverse on you, and you're going to find yourself in a situation where someone is taking justice upon you. That's not going to end good, nor is it going to be their right to even take that in their own hands. Justice came out again. So with it coming out again, it's letting me know that since Spirit has put this message out and is going to ensure that you see this video, this is your warning. So if you are not aware that your reactions to people stem from you feeling like you're going to serve them justice by your own hands because it's not being done fast enough or in the way you want it, you need to stop, because it's going to backfire on you. And those warnings usually only come out when you've done it to enough people, and it's a continuous process at this point. You really don't want that backfire. That you don't want that. And I know it's hard, but you really have to let the universe handle karma. We don't get to hand out judgment like that. somebody has a sex addiction, and somebody has an addiction to older men that are pedophiles. This person that is a pedophile could like shaving their manhood. They could also enjoy drinking a lot of milk, or be called the milkman as a joke, something along those lines. Somebody leaves crumbs all over the carpet. That's the person who is with pedophiles. They may not know it. And you could be the one with a strong female character. Alright, so that is it for your reading, Aquarius. If you need any further information, reach out to me. I can do a free personal read for you. Otherwise, take a look at the other videos on my page. There's also music there. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe.